What if I told you that intrusive thoughts aren't your enemy, but rather a glitch in your brain's protective system? Everything you've believed about them being a sign of weakness, instability, or danger is a lie. You're not going crazy. You've simply fallen into the trap of your own biology. Intrusive thoughts hit suddenly like a lightning strike or a punch. What if I do something terrible? Or what if something happens to me? Your heart tightens, fear grips your body, and the most dangerous part is that you start believing that the thought itself has meaning. That false belief is what can quietly erode your inner peace. The old idea goes, if a thought appears, it's dangerous. I want to completely destroy that myth. A thought is simply an impulse, an electrical discharge, a chemical reaction. It is not your intention, a prophecy, or a sign of destiny. It's just a reflection of an anxious brain. Understanding this is the first step toward freedom. Fear reflexes are not your will. Imagine standing on a balcony and suddenly thinking, what if I jump? You feel fear, your heart tightens. That fear is proof that the thought isn't truly yours. Your mind launches it not to make you act but to make you avoid danger. It's a protective mechanism that has overheated and lost precision. Realizing this allows you to see that you are not responsible for every thought that pops into your mind. Struggling against a thought only amplifies it. When you try to push it away, it comes back even stronger because your brain fixates on what you are trying to suppress. It's like compressing a spring. The harder you push, the stronger it snaps back. For example, you fear losing control, and the harder you try to prove otherwise, the more terrifying scenarios your mind creates. You create the pressure yourself, and that pressure feeds the obsession. There's a strategy that breaks this cycle, and it's paradoxical but effective. Instead of fighting the thought, you say to yourself, don't go away, stay if you want. You don't argue with the thought or analyze it. You simply allow it to exist in the flow. For instance, when the thought appears, what if I'm going crazy? You respond, okay, think if you want. The flow of thoughts stops because resistance fuels obsession while calm acceptance ends it. This simple approach gives you control over the inner chaos. You become an observer, not the content of your thoughts. When distance appears, the thought becomes an object. You see it, but you are not it. This is the key that allows fear to fade. You reclaim power over yourself rather than overreacting to impulses. Recognizing that thoughts are not you gradually frees space for calm and inner stability. Emotions are not evidence. Fear, guilt, or disgust are merely signals from a hyperactive brain. They don't make the thought real, and they don't reflect your identity. No intrusive thought defines you. Understanding this prevents emotions from controlling your life. And gradually you stop reacting to every anxious spark, signaling your brain that it can reduce its overactivity. Neuroplasticity and retraining allow you to change your reaction to thoughts. When your response becomes calm, your brain reprograms itself. With practice, you stop fearing what surfaces in your mind. Thoughts return to their original state, noise. They carry no inherent meaning, threat, or message. Just noise that can be observed but not taken personally. Acceptance is key. Intrusive thoughts disappear not through fighting but through acceptance. When you stop defending against what can't harm you, thoughts lose their power. Understanding that a thought has no force without your agreement grants true control and inner freedom. By becoming an observer, you create space between yourself and your thoughts. You can watch the flow of ideas without identifying with them, calmly observing and letting them pass. This strengthens inner stability, reduces anxiety, and restores a sense of safety. Emotional calm and stability are what make you the master of your own mind. When you remain composed, thoughts do not hijack you and emotions do not dictate your actions. Intrusive impulses lose their power and you regain balance and clarity. Finally, all the power of a thought comes from your agreement to believe in it. You can notice thoughts, acknowledge their existence, but not allow them to control your life. Once you grasp this, intrusive thoughts lose their grip and return to what they always were: mere noise. Remember, a thought has no intrinsic power. Power only comes through your consent to believe in it. When you stop fighting and resisting, your brain returns to a balanced state and you gain calm, clarity, and freedom.